Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm Richard Allen. We talk about BNGO all the time on this channel because I absolutely love it. Bio-nanogenomics will be the topic of this video, and I want to share a couple different articles with you. I want to peek at the stock chart as well, and one of those articles that we're going to talk about is kind of disturbing. I don't think it's anything to panic about, but it's a little bit disturbing, so we'll talk about that. The headline of this article is, "It's time to take profits on volatile bio-nanogenomics stock and buy it back on dips." That was just released this morning. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to peek at the stock chart, and then we're going to look at another article as well. It says bio-nanogenomics highlights publication in Science Journal of a study by Human Genome Structural Variation Consortium using the company's Sapphire system. So we're going to go over that. That was just released a few days ago as well. So I'm excited to share that news with you. Let's peek at the stock chart. The Bio-nanogenomics, BNGO, is the stock ticker. Got it pulled up in WeBull here. If you are familiar with WeBull, you can get 2 free stocks right now by signing up. They're worth up to almost $1,850, which is awesome. So let me know if you guys want to sign up for WeBull. It's a pretty cool platform. But if you look at the stock chart here right now, we're hovering right around $10 per share. Right around $10 per share. And this could honestly go either way right now. I don't necessarily agree with this article that it's time to take profits and move on. But if you've been paying attention to the stock for a long time, you probably have some profit right now because a lot of you bought way back here during these first couple explosions. So you may have purchased in, the $3 range and the $4 range and the $5 range. If you waited as long as I did, I purchased in the $5.50 range and purchased more when it dipped back here. But I was waiting for some sort of confirmation. I missed out on this amazing 1,500% jump here. It just ran up like crazy. And now from back here, way back when it was like 50 cents a share, not that long ago, it's gone up a lot. It almost hit $16 back here the middle of February. And now it's down a little bit around 10. So that's what I think in the short term. I think it could go either way, honestly. And if articles keep getting written about BNGO in this way, who knows what the heck could happen. So let's talk about this article from February 25th, the 1st. So they announced this publication in Science of a study by the HGSVC, that's the Human Genome Structural Variation Consortium. They used a combination of advanced sequencing and optical genome mapping with Sapphire to assemble with high resolution and structural accuracy 64 haplotype resolved human genomes from 32 individuals representing 25 different populations. The peer-reviewed publication, which previously appeared on the preprint server BioRxiv, builds on the original Human Genome Project to better capture genetic diversity by cataloging both single nucleotide variations and structural variations from each individual reference quality genome assembly compared to the standard human genome reference. The resulting assemblies and catalog of SNVs and SVs can serve as a diversity panel that researchers and clinicians can use to accelerate the discovery of new therapeutic targets and pathogenic genetic variations by making it easier and faster to filter out variations that is representative of population diversity. They further enable population-specific studies on genetic predispositions to human diseases, as well as the potential discovery of more complex forms of genetic variation. So, essentially, mapping out the genome, using optical genome mapping with Sapphire gives us more information to act on for, like they said, therapeutics, potential pathogenic genetic variations in different populations, and different predispositions to human diseases, as well as potential discovery of more complex forms of genetic variations. So it essentially, this furthers proof that bio-nanogenomics and their optical genome mapping system is complementary to other forms of genetics and genetic sequencing and protein sequencing and all this kind of stuff. It's complementary to these other systems. It's not something that's replacing, PacBio or Invitae or some of these other genomics companies. It will be used in close relationship to these other devices in the future. So I really like I really like this kind of stuff when it comes out, because it further proves for me that Bionanogenomics is a long-term play, and I really like this company long-term. Let's pull up this other article. It's time to take profits on volatile Bionanogenomics stock and buy it back on dips. What do you guys think? I don't know. It says BNGO stock cannot keep on rising unless Bionanogenomics sees revenue growth. Genomics and medical technology group Bionanogenomics has recently been sizzling. Year to date, BNGO stock is up around 200%. Put another way, the proverbial $1,000 investment in shares at the start of 2021 would now be worth $3,000. San Diego-based Bionanogenomics provides a platform to analyze the long segments of genomic DNA. It offers proprietary nanochannel chips, imaging instruments, laboratory equipment, as well as software. Genomics studies a person. Bionanogenomics studies a person's genes, the genome, and how they react to one another, as well as to environmental conditions. Genomic medicine uses this biological information with the aim of improving an individual's health. The importance of genomics has become more significant in recent weeks. The CV19 UK consortium announced that it discovered a new variant of the virus. Other variants of the virus have also been identified in different countries thanks to genomic sequencing. Therefore, in the long run, we can expect the field to remain a hot topic among scientists as well as investors. However, with increased market volatility in the past few days, BNGO stock has also come under pressure. Today's article discusses what investors could expect from the shares in the coming weeks. Ooh, a prediction. Genomics gets significant attention. BNGO stock was down around 50% for much of 2020 before shareholders began seeing impressive gains in the last few days of December. Especially the increase in January was due to a showcasing of the group's technologies related to the autism spectrum, several cancer types, and also CV19. Bionano presented ways to identify why certain patients might suffer CV19 symptoms more than others. Bionano's main product, the Sapphire system, can identify genome variation faster than any other system. There are several companies bigger than Bionano in this field, such as Illumina, Pacific Biosciences or PacB, and the UK-based Oxford Nanopore. None of these firms offer systems that can detect large-scale structural variations as Bionanogenomics does. The BNGO stock has benefited from this competitive edge. It says, although the scientific community likes the Sapphire system, Bionano reported losses of $10.8 million in the last quarter. Revenues have also decreased year on year since January 2019. Poor quarterly metrics might be one of the main reasons. Bionano had two offerings in January, raising a cumulative of $330 million. The company estimates that the potential market reach of the Sapphire might be between $2.6 billion and $3.8 billion. This is a forward-looking statement. BNGO stock current market capitalization stands at $1.8 billion. The market cap is a reflection of the valuation of the business. It says Bionano is not a profitable company, thus more offerings to raise capital could be needed, diluting the share price. If the business turns to debt financing instead, then the burden of interest payments also needs to be considered. The bottom line on BNGO, genomics research should continue to impact our lives in the coming years. Therefore, the street will likely focus more on the important field. However, we have to remember the niche nature of this sector too. Becoming a large company with the size or scale that some BNGO stock investors would like to see would take a very long time. The company would need to see sustained revenue growth. Ultimately, further growth of BNGO stock will depend on what we hear from Bionano in the coming months. In other words, so we may not see much more increase in the share price anytime soon unless the company announces fundamentally vital news. If you currently hold paper profits, you might consider ringing the cash register. If you are interested in buying this into BNGO stock, you might consider investing around $7.50. So there's the price prediction from Investor Place that BNGO in the short term will fall to $7.50. And then it says, how about investing in potential growth of genomics without committing full capital into one stock? You could potentially consider buying an exchange traded fund. We all know ARCG, but there are a couple others as well. There's GNOM, or the Global X Genomics and Biotechnology ETF, and there's IDNA, the Genomics Immunology and Healthcare ETF as well. I think the article was actually pretty good. There wasn't a lot of doom and gloom there. It was just kind of saying, hey, you know, we need to see more from Bionanogenomics before it's going to take off, probably. Now, I think we've seen brilliant PR from this company. We've seen PR release after PR release. So I think we're one good release away from it popping up again. I don't know how soon, you know, I'll bring the chart back up here. I don't know how soon we're going to get back to 1570 or something like that, but I don't necessarily think it's time to take profits and buy back at 750. I don't feel that way about this company. I think it will be a big company down the road. I think they could easily get to, you know, $15-20 billion market cap way down the road. We're talking 5-10 years down the road. I think this company could be a big deal because I think it helps a lot in the diagnostic space as well, this optical genome mapping. So those are my 2 cents, 4 cents, whatever, how many ever cents you want, you can have them. Those are my cents. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. I appreciate you. I hope you guys still love BNGO. I hope you don't think it's time to flee to other stocks, because look, a drop from 10 to 750, yeah, it's a couple dollars, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't know, maybe not worth it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for another video. I appreciate you as always. If you didn't already do it, hit that beautiful like button, turn it to blue. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.